Craig Kimbrels' deal should send a message to MLB teams: focus on winning, not money. We live in strange times. Craig Kimbrel. All those words sewn together just sound baffling. He agreed to terms with the Chicago Cubs on Wednesday, a 3-year contract once finalized. While it wasn't that fact signals the biggest takeaway from Kimbrels' free agency. The race is on now. It's time to stop worrying about money and time to start worrying about winning. You know how, for all the skepticism we heard in the offseason about teams not wanting to guarantee money to players like Kimbrel, who are on the wrong side of 30, he's 31, a simple truth was revealed Wednesday. When the calendar turned, so the race is on now. Up next is Dallas. It helped that Kimbrel no longer had draft pick compensation tied to him. Once the draft passed, it helped that the Cubs were without a true closer and their bullpen had been a mess. Brandon Morrow had, and it didn't matter that Cubs owner Tom Ricketts said back in February they found some, which is what happens in sports sometimes. The plans go out. Kimbrel's signing doesn't make up for the weirdness of this winter. And it doesn't direct. These players are still worth something. Winning is still worth, and you know what? All this money going. The Cubs gave Kimbrel $43 million and committed to 3 years $2.5 which is a sign that there is still leverage for impact players. As much as this winter, baseball exists in a place right now where a third of the league isn't even trying to win and another third is only kinda trying. That's what gave us the whole thing felt like a junior high dance where the boys stand on one side of the auditorium, the girls stand on the other and they just stare at each other. It was boring. This felt bold. So maybe that, if the Cubs are going to sign Kimbrel, then the Milwaukee Brewers, their main competition in the NL Central, had better do something to improve too. Or maybe the Cardinals. If Keuchel ends up with the Yankees then the rest of the American League contenders better do something. Maybe it's the Reds. We all deserve it. Players need to know that winning matters and teams are willing to take a risk or make an investment in its pursuit. Fans need to know that their favorite team isn't going to sit idly by when there's a legitimate chance to win. The race is on, baseball. Start your engine. Ace, a writer for Yahoo Sports. Have a tip? More from Yahoo Sports. Related slideshow. The 2019 MLB season provided by M&A.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.